Morning, guys. Thanks for joining me. We just want to have a quick catch up to review this communication plan that we've drawn up. So appreciate your time, Megan. I know you're pretty busy being the Director of Mental Health, Alcohol and Other Drugs. Congratulations on that recent promotion.
Oh, thank you, mate.
And you know, yeah, and you know, Brendan, he's my manager, and I'm just the work health and safety guy around here.
No worries. So how's everything been going?
Yeah, good. Not bad. So, yeah, as you know, I've sent through these documents in advance, so you will all have the risk management plan that we drew up with the rest of the team who are going to be travelling out to Wadair in the coming days. But I just wanted to run this by both of you and have a look at some of the protocols and procedures that we want to follow.
No worries.
Yep. So if we just have a look at the communication plan that we drew up. So the first item on that list is the risk management plan.
Yeah.
Okay. So being the work health and safety rep, I've worked with the staff who will be travelling out to the community, who have also been liaising with community members about what they should expect.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that we've got that pretty covered off.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to contact community in advance before they leave, make sure that there's no upcoming or current community unrest.
Yeah.
So they've got pretty good contacts in the community. So, you know, I'm pretty confident that, you know, the information that they're receiving is up to date, current, and their safety is our #1 priority.
That's great.
Yep. So what we've also done, as you can see, is we've made sure that there's a secure location for these meetings to take place. So if anything does happen while they're out on the ground, you know, they're going to be able to stay secure and be safe.
Yeah. Has there been any unrest in the last few months from or has it been all right lately?
There has been a little bit of trouble recently, but it ebbs and flows. So there's always, as you know, Megan, there's always going to be dramas out in the communities, and there's always going to be a little bit of unrest. But if we stop our staff from going out there, every time somebody has a fight, we just wouldn't get out there, you know. And Brendan, that's not going to be, that isn't really helpful for your team to stop travelling.
Yeah.
Really just need to mitigate those circumstances that we think might happen. Give our staff the most up-to-date information. Make sure that they're trained in all of the safety procedures, and go from there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So staff's also going to be using a health vehicle from Wadair Clinic and then driving out to Pepperminardi. So all of the staff are trained in full drive training. They've all got their first aid certificates, and they know to call the clinic ahead of time and then let the other end know that they've made it there, and vice versa. So we've all worked through all of those sort of issues.
Yep. That's good.
So what I'm suggesting is that we also put these risk management plan or report onto our work health and safety committee meeting.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. Just to keep them up to date on what's been happening. Definitely. Yeah.
So, you know, we can make sure that, you know, we can update it during that work health and safety meeting. And some of the lessons that we learn out of this trip, we can use for other remote travel for your team, Brendan.
Yeah, absolutely.
I definitely think it'll come in handy, hey?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely, mate. We know the way it works. You know, the greater influence that you have on these WHS matters, you know, great minds, the more, so the more information that can go in there, the safer everyone will be.
Are there any concerns or issues that you see on the risk management report that we may not have considered, Brendan?
I think just having a quick bo peep at that one, I think if we could add some more detail in those risk mitigation strategies, because I think if that, should because we know all this information, we know the strategies that we're using in our head. However, if something happens, if there is an accident or an unfortunate thing happens and it's not detailed in that risk mitigation strategies, what we're actually expecting staff to do, then potentially we're leaving ourselves open for liability.
Yep.
Definitely, good point. Good point. Yep. Have you got anything, Megan, that you might see that could be an issue moving forward?
Not from my perspective. I think you guys have really covered it in your last committee meeting, which you've sent the minutes for. So I'm pretty happy with what you guys have actually proposed.
Oh, great. Yeah. So then the third item on our list is a proposal to work out a staff travel and workplace procedure for when staff do travel remote.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea.
So it'll just raise awareness for the staff members.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm happy to draft that up, put that together. Brendan, have you got somebody in your team that you think might be able to work with me on that one? Yeah,
absolutely. I'll flick through their details. I think that'd be a good stakeholder to have involved in that.
Great. That would be really good. I think once we get that draft up and running, maybe I can flick it through the rest of your team who do a lot of remote travel, and they can add or give feedback and suggestions to that draft proposal.
Yeah. Now what we'll do, John, we'll make sure we flick it on our team meeting agenda, so we can work through that at our next weekly meeting.
That'd be really good. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, appreciate your time this afternoon, or this morning, still morning. Okay. Thanks a lot. So I'll draw up these minutes for this meeting and then flick it around for you guys to have a look at and see how they look.
No worries.
Okay, appreciate your time, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Yo.